Cost is one reason that foreign pharma companies want to conduct clinical trials in India. A much bigger reason is ignorance. With millions of poor and ignorant people, foreign companies know and cynically use the fact that most Indians don't even know what they're getting into when they are seduced into becoming a lab rat.
These villages turned into a hotspot of unethical clinical trials, and the poverty-stricken women of Adarsh and Lenin Nagar of Pidigaralu town were used as guinea pigs, and none of the victims were aware of the possible adverse effects of the drug while giving their consent.
This is Chorus Kannamma. She's bedridden. Her 30-year-old daughter, Jaka Kumari, works in line clinics in Adarsh Nagar, a slum in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, earning about 100 rupees a day. They agreed to be part of clinical trial just because an agent promised them 10,000 rupees. The woman was a local agent with Access Clinicals, which outsourced poor Indians for clinical trials being conducted by the US pharma company Quintals.
వాళ్ళు వేసిన టాబ్లెట్ మనలో ఎంతవరకు పనిచేస్తుంది అనేది తెలుసుకోవటానికే మనకేం కాదు అది మేము వెళ్ళొచ్చాము పోదాం రాండి అని అంటే వెళ్ళాం మేడం.
Uneducated and desperate, they signed up without knowing what they were letting themselves in for.
వాళ్ళంతా జిల్లా ఆ టాబ్లెట్లు తినొచ్చినాక ఇవన్నీ నొప్పులు కాళ్ళు నొప్పులు వాళ్ళంతా జిల్లా పనికి బాగాలేకుండా అయినా పిల్లలే బట్టీలో పోయి బతికెత్తుంది నన్ను.
Sadly, Indian pharma companies have joined the fray. More than 400 women were enrolled without their knowledge or consent into a clinical trial for a drug named letrozole made by local company Sun Pharma. Although the company and the doctors who carried out the test broke the law, no one has been put under criminal investigation by the Indian authorities.
You have so many cases of people not being told what's happening. They're just subjected to trial because in India the concept of informed consent just doesn't exist.
On 11th of August this year, Pfizer started handing over 84 lakhs to each of its victims of Trovan trial on children in Kano, Nigeria. In Germany, Sanofi Aventis paid more than 40 lakhs to a family of a woman who died during a trial of an antidepressant agent, namofencine. In the United States, 18 crores was paid to poor women with high-risk pregnancies, but in India, compensation paid by pharma companies is quite meager. Sheikh Bibi is a daily worker at a white cement factory in Pidugurola town, Guntur. With her husband unwell and her daughter divorced, the family was in need of money, so she decided to participate in a clinical trial.
उन्होंने 8,000 देते हैं को बोल के ले जाको 1,000 रुपये दिए हमारे को हमारे जान असल अच्छा नहीं है अब उन्होंने हमें को 1,000 रुपये 100 रुपये रहे तो भी हमारे जान खराब से रहने का वहाँ गए करने से जान अच्छा रहना नहीं है.
Once the trials began, she started losing her health and soon lost her vision in her left eye. And instead of making extra money, she is now dealing with medical bills.
वहाँ गए सकने से हंकी पूरा गया पानी टपकता है हंकी अच्छा नहीं है मेरे को.
There are many more like Sheikh Bibi and Kannamma, unknown and unaccounted for, who are falling sick and dying. But the Drug Controller General of India has no data as it has not been maintaining composite data. According to an RTI and on basis of the compensation paid by pharma companies, in 2011, 430 people died due to clinical trials. But compensation was paid only to 16 volunteers because pharma companies found only 16 had died due to clinical trials. In 2010, 668 cases of deaths were reported, of which compensation was paid only to 22 families.
It's become a bizarre bazaar, if I may put it that way. No, and I really cannot feel very apologetic about the fact that the government is not doing enough.
The most compensation ever given is a measly 5 lakh rupees, paid up by Pfizer when a patient lost his life while participating in a study of a rheumatoid arthritis drug. Shamelessly, Germany's Fresenius Kabi paid only 50,000 rupees each to the families of 2 patients who had died during clinical trials of its cancer drug.